Mananiya Chairman, Madam, I have stood here to raise some issues of the insurance companies and as well as to oppose the bill. In toto, in fact, every one of us know that the LIC was formed in 1956 and has served more than 65 years to this nation. And then the increase of FDI from 49% to 74% will be given in the hands of the people who are there in the market to catch hold of the entire properties of the LIC. Madam, by doing this, government is directly handing over the huge section of domestic savings to the foreign capital, which is no way contributes to neither the infrastructural development nor the socio-economic development of our nation. We are handing over to them, those who have not done any, there is no contribution of such people for the development of the nation. By increasing the FDI, these foreign capitals get access, rather control, over the domestic savings collected by way of insurance premiums, which are being utilized for ensuring higher profits through speculative investments. Thus, the policy holders, the two stakeholders, are put to enormous risk of their funds. Also, the foreign capital gets a vast share of profit earned by the companies, which will be swept away offshore. How can you going to protect all these things? I don't know. It is the property of the country. The LIC of India was formed in the 1956. The LIC of India was entrusted with the job of mopping up of funds by way of collecting premiums and providing these funds for the national development. LIC was also entrusted the prime task of providing secured insurance cover to the citizens of our nation. The LIC of India has been successfully performing these dual responsibilities, rather task entrusted by the Government of India for the past 65 years. In the past 65 years, LIC has insured crores of people of our nation. And as on that, it is estimated that nearly 40 crores of Indians are insured by LIC of India. As per estimates, India possesses a capacity of 60 crores insurable population, of which around 40 crores are already insured. The insured feel fully secured and safe at the hands of LIC. More important, the LIC of India was formed with an initial meager capital of rupees 5 crores. It was further increased to rupees 100 crores in the year 2011. To meet the requirements of the insurance regulator, IRDA, on this minimum capital, LIC has created assets amounting to rupees 32 lakh crores for the last financial year ended on 31st March 2020. The real estate assets of LIC also stand to around 30 lakh crores. The date LIC paid cumulative dividend. Till date, LIC has paid cumulative dividend to the Government of India to the tune of rupees 28,000 crores. LIC has paid a dividend of rupees 2,698 crores for the current year ended 31st March 2020. Total investment made by LIC in government's infrastructural development projects, road, water, power, sewerage, building of roads, bridges, transport, both road and the rail, etc., stands at around rupees 30 lakh crores. The most important of the LIC was that asset. The most important asset of LIC was trust. Trust was this asset, and therefore the people were were taking policies through LIC, not from the other companies. LIC Act has been amended in earlier occasion in the year 2011. Those amendments were necessitated for complying with the provisions of the IRDA. 2011 amendment to the LIC Act was the sole provision. 2011 amendments to the LIC Act was with the sole purpose of increasing the capital of LIC to rupees 100 crores as per the IRDA. The proposed amendment to LIC Act is solely aimed to pave the way for disinvestment of LIC of India, which in turn will clear the hurdles of listing the equity capital of LIC to share market by issuing an IPO. Sir, Madam, this LIC Act will be the most disastrous move and will go against the nation's interest. Disbursement we are doing, the IPO in turn throwing open LIC's capital to the speculative market by way of shares will lead to handling over the entire monies, assets, brand and trust in the hands of a crony capitalist who will pounce on to swallow away maximum share and have a completed hold on the LIC of India will prove destructive to the national in 1.5 minute के ज़्यादा नहीं है. Madam, the insured also has the choice of returning back the product within the stipulated time frame if he finds that the product offered is not as per the commitment mentioned in the insurance. This is what is LIC is giving. सबसे बड़ी और महत्वपूर्ण बात थी, आखिरी बात करता हूँ. The right from the day one when the LIC of India, the provision of sovereign guarantee is available on every policy issued. I would like to ask the government whether this sovereign policy, sovereign guarantee, whether even after the FDI, are you going to continue with this sovereign policy or not? And therefore, the argument of on issuance of LIC IPO, as it will provide greater transparency and give ownership to its stakeholders, the argument being spelled out by the authorities in the Foreign Ministry also, for Finance Ministry. The funds collected by the LIC of India by way of insurance premium and other income received by the way of real estate income, investment income, are all under the strict vigil of the government. And therefore, I request that these are the, you can say, the strength of the LIC, and we are going to weaken the LIC and going to hand over the entire properties, assets to the so-called foreign investor who do not have any contribution in the development of the country, and 65 years they have served for the country. What is the necessity? I do not understand. Right now, there are competitive companies in the country, and they are working with this competition, and LIC has proved time and again they are the best among the all LIC, insurance companies. And therefore, I will request government to protect this company. Don't go for this. It is eventually a privatization. Even if you don't use the word of privatization, the day the 74% investment is done by FDI, he is bound to become an owner. You will be just a non-entity. And therefore, I request the government to kindly look into this. While bringing this bill, take a serious note of it and see that the protection to the LIC, their stakeholders, and the government and its sovereignty should be maintained. Thank you so much, ma'am.